Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to say, call on Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakakwadash. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord of Lords, God of Gods, King of Kings. Much love as well to his son, Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Shout out to the elect and the prophets, whomever they may be among Israel. Much love to them. And shout out to the Akwaf, the beautiful men that's in the word. And you go to the highways and byways and do your videos. You do everything in your power to show Yahweh Shem Yahushua that you love him. Shout out to the beautiful Akwaf, the beautiful woman that's in the word. And whether you got a man or not, you still fear the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh. And you listen and you learn in silence. This is Repentance Part 2. And I'm back at you with another video from Obeezen. I gotta make sure I work it right because it could be from the lack of internet or anything, and the Mobeezen keeps crashing. So I probably can only get like 50 minutes in or an hour, and that's it, which is exactly what I'm looking for. But if it hit like 56 or 50 minutes, then I'll probably cut it off because I don't want it to crash. So I'm gonna get the first video pulled up, and we're gonna get to that real quick. This right here is very important.
If you're from Nevada, stop scrolling. We're looking for 100 bathrooms for a...
What did I tell you guys? So change things in the Western society, in tech companies, even on platforms like YouTube. And now let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
If we don't have free speech, then we just have a free country. It's as simple as that. If this most fundamental right is allowed to perish, then the rest of our rights and liberties will topple. Just like dominoes, one by one, they'll go down. That's why today I'm announcing my plan to shatter the left-wing censorship regime and to reclaim the right to free speech for all Americans. And reclaim is a very important word in this case because they've taken it away. In recent weeks, bombshell reports have confirmed that a sinister group of deep state bureaucrats, Silicon Valley tyrants, left-wing activists, and depraved corporate news media have been conspiring to manipulate and silence the American people. They have collaborated to suppress vital information on everything from elections to public health. The censorship cartel must be dismantled and destroyed, and it must happen immediately. And here's my plan. First, within hours of my inauguration, I will sign an executive order banning any federal department or agency from colluding with any organization, business, or person to censor, limit, categorize, or impede the lawful speech of American citizens.
Now, one of the reasons why this is absolutely so important is because he's telling us that he's going to be going after various different departments. He's going after the FBI. He's going after basically all of the states. So every state agency, every person that works in the state, even federal judges, no one is off limits. So anyone who's been active and who's worked towards censoring and destroying free speech, he's going after them. Think about this very carefully, guys. If this is what he's going to do when it comes to basically the state, the people who run the state, the people who control our lives, what's going to happen to companies like Google? What's going to happen to YouTube? What's going to happen to Facebook? What's going to happen to platforms that have been censoring us for years? Tim Cook, interestingly enough, to my understanding, and it's not just Tim, it's been a bunch of others, but these people are jokers, have now reached out to Trump to congratulate him on his win, and basically they're trying to act like they had no choice but to censor. They had no choice but to do these things. I guarantee you, Mark Zuckerberg, he felt something. You could see that Mark Zuckerberg was basically trying to pander, and he's been saying before the election, he started saying a month or so ago that he had indeed censored information related to a variety of different things, and he did it at the request of the Biden administration. This is crazy stuff. This is absolutely crazy stuff that's been happening. And he's blaming the FBI, he's blaming the Biden administration, he's blaming all of these groups, and he's blaming the state and saying that he had no choice in this. If this is what Trump is going to do to everyone in the state, it doesn't matter what job they have, what's he going to do to private companies? What's he going to do to online platforms that have been censoring their users, that have been censoring freedom of speech? He's talked about, for example, like, online platforms and, their policies and if they've been, adhering to fairness and so forth. Because, like, even on this platform, we get censored and we don't even know why. He's saying that anytime a person is censored online, anytime a person is punished online or whatever, these companies have to tell you the exact reason why, and they can't just dance around it. And they're going to try to listen to me. This is the level of stupidity that a lot of them are going to do. They're going to watch as all of these federal agencies go down. And they're still going to try to mess around. And they're going to try to act like, oh, we've sent you very conclusive explanations of why we've done this. So they're still going to try to play with censorship. I guarantee you. They're not going to stop until they are stopped. But this is a big deal right here. Companies, especially in the gaming industry, of mass censorship and all of this other garbage and DEI, these people should be crapping bricks right now, but I'm going to make it very clear. Many of them are not very bright, and they've made it clear they're going to keep on doing whatever they want to do. Sony has made it clear, despite all the money that they lost over Concord, and now they're like, we're going to have play testers and people play these games. You had 10 years to develop this game, and you didn't have people play the game. You lost $500 million developing this woke piece of slop, and no one played the game. But your big plan now is we're going to have play testers play the game and tell us how fun it is, and then we'll go ahead and sell it. Do you see how stupid this is? So they plan to continue down their path of censorship, but they should be quaking in their boots because if Trump is coming for this state, if he is going to dismantle the state, look at what happened at YouTube where they handed over. For example, if you watch certain videos on YouTube, they handed it over to the alphabet. They handed it over to the FBI.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so if you watch certain videos, the FBI basically just went to the court and got a subpoena, and they handed over your watch history, your Google account, your emails, everything. They handed over everything to them just based on the videos you were watching. Like, guys, this is the definition of Marxism. We've gone far past the point of socialism. This is like past the point. This is hardcore communism, downright This is Marxism that they're doing. This is Marxist behavior. And you can see that changes are happening. Federal judges are already, saying that certain things are no longer legal and ruling against the Biden administration. Things are changing in places like New York, where the people staying there will no longer be getting debit cards, giving them $1,000 a month or thousands of dollars a month to buy the foods that they like.
I will then ban federal money from being used to label domestic speech as mis or disinformation. And I will begin the process of identifying and firing every federal bureaucrat who has engaged in domestic censorship, directly or indirectly, whether they are the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Health, Human Services, the FBI, the DOJ, no matter who they are. Second, I will order the Department of Justice to investigate all parties involved in the new online censorship regime, which is absolutely destructive and terrible.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you guys? So he's going directly, he's saying right here, he's going directly after companies like Google, companies like YouTube. It doesn't matter anymore, guys. Guys, this is what will lead to them being broken up. They're already being investigated for a stranglehold on information and practices. Okay, this was already happening. Things like this were already happening under the Biden administration. The DOJ was already investigating them and looking to break up Google, looking to break up YouTube, looking to break up Google, looking to break up Facebook. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. Most of you guys don't even know that. So this is really, really paramount. There's a comedian. Many of you guys may have remembered the Jamie Kennedy Experiment from many years ago. It's a TV show. And he didn't really take off in Hollywood. However, he has a YouTube podcast, and he had this lady on there, this young lady on there, and he was talking, and he basically said to her, eventually all of us are going to be on Rumble. And she started freaking out, like, I don't want to be on Rumble, I want to be on YouTube. And I was the same way a few months ago, and now I've kind of just made my peace with it. Like, this is a temporary experience, just like life is temporary. Our time in this platform is temporary.
And you see that that was one of the points that I was trying to locate. It took a minute, but yeah, based off what Donald Trump is doing with all the laws changing and him sort of cleaning house in the White House and all these other companies and these FBI monitoring companies could destabilize and remove YouTube, and remove Google, and these search engines, it's not really about the search engines. It's a part of the Bible prophecy of the famine of the word. It wouldn't the word of Yahweh would be harder to find, in these times to come. So if he is successful at this and at these changes, then like he said, the only platforms that would be available is Rumble or Patreon or TikTok, and those would be the only ones left if he doesn't shut down those two. But that's one of the rumors that's going around, is that he wants to dismantle the censorship and change change the internet and change the YouTube channel, and possibly it could get it shut down depending on who he removes from these companies. So just keeping an eye on that. Like you said, one day we probably won't have YouTube anymore, because of what's going on. So the famine of the word is getting closer and closer, and we starting to see, we just seeing signs of that, because without the main platform that all the prophets and all of us use, it won't be no quick, easy access to get to. It would be definitely harder to find, or they'll probably make you pay for it. Some of us don't ask for money at all, pay for a membership, pay for these things just to hear the word. And Yahweh Shem Shai is going to remove it, on the internet wise. We'll probably still be on the streets, but, a lot of people really don't listen when we on the highways and byways. You get more listeners on YouTube and on this platform than we would on the highways and byways. But, we still go, and hopefully somebody listens, but people still look at you kind of strange and, kind of weird and, judgmental. They think you crazy, but actually they the crazy ones living in this time. They just don't know it. Now that's irritating. It changed my whole thing. So can I read some of this? Go to Isaiah. I was just on Isaiah. Where is Isaiah? Chapter 19. 19, it says, chapter 19, verse 1, it says, the burden against Egypt, it says, behold, the Lord rides on a swift cloud and will come into Egypt. It says, the idols of Egypt will totter at his presence, and the heart of Egypt will melt in its midst. I will set Egyptian against Egyptians. Everyone will fight against his brother. And that's exactly what we're seeing. It says, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. The spirit of Egypt will fail in its midst. I will destroy their counsel, and they will consult the idols and the charmers and the mediums and the sorcerers. And the Egyptians I will give into the hand of a cruel master, and a fierce king will rule over them, says Yahweh Shem Shai. Now, I know that the fierce king is going to be Trump, and he is definitely making waves before he gets into office. So, right now that is going to set them against him. A lot of people are against Trump. A lot of people are against what he believes in, but he's not actually in control. We all know this is shadow government. This is a part of the secret society's plans, to get these people subjected to be dominated by the beast system, or the currency, the new currency, so which is digital currency. No more jobs, no more none of that. They're trying to remove all that, and put trackers in people to track wherever they go and whatever footsteps they make. So it says Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, the waters will fail from the sea, and the river will be dried, wasted and dried up. The rivers will turn foul. The brooks of defense will be emptied and dried up. The reeds and the rushes will wither. The papyrus reeds by the river, by the mouth of the river, and everything sown by the river will wither, be driven away, and be no more. The fishermen also will mourn. And that's true. No more jobs, no more money, no more food. It says all those will lament who cast hooks into the river, meaning that not only the jobs, but the other nations are going to suffer to a degree without America too, because they benefit so much money off of this place. So it says, and they will languish who spread nets on the waters. Moreover, those who work fine flax and those who weave fine fabric will be ashamed, and its foundations will be broken. All who make wages will be troubled of soul. Exactly, because they're going to change everything. And one of the things that our people is doing that's a major error is trusting in this place. This is Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11. And for this cause Yahweh shall send them a strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not in the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. Therefore, brethren, stand fast and hold the traditions which ye have been taught. It says, whether by sword or our epistle. What they care about them. And I'm in Isaiah 2. It says, the Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man stagger in his vomit. Yes, that is true.
Like, I full on removed myself from Hinge, Bumble. Like, I didn't even think twice about it. There's no way I am letting any man near me. For the next 4 years, I am going to abstain from schmex with men. And funny enough, I actually just broke up with my boyfriend.
Ain't no way in hell I'm leaving my man. I'm not here to judge anybody doing this 4B movement, but telling people to divorce their husbands is crazy.
I giving up on America? Yeah. Also giving up on coloring this hair because, right? Coloring my hair, having my hair be long and luxurious, all that.
being skinny, being fat, being all the things that
You
the
don't have to worry
patriarchy
about
wants
that.
us to be.
Don't
Because
worry.
clearly, they don't give a about us. And I'm talking to you too. Those of you ladies who have the internalized misogyny required to do what you did.
So if you're attractive,
we're so scared of a woman in
then
power.
you're
That you
internalizing
rather-
misogyny. That's what this dumpy chick is saying. Don't expect me to be nice. I'm not going to. There's a number of these progressive women out there that say they're going to make themselves ugly so they don't get laid. And I mean, I think the word you're looking for, ladies, is uglier. Okay. And it's okay because I don't think anybody was going to jump on that landmine before you decided to go Britney Spears on your scalp. Really don't think you need to worry. In fact, you know, with some of you, it probably might be an improvement to shave your head. Or better yet, just put a bag over your face.
Them overweight people. That's the dried up water.
The left-wing gender insanity being pushed on our children is an act of child abuse. On day one, I will revoke Joe Biden's cruel policies on so-called gender-affirming care. Ridiculous. A process that includes giving kids puberty blockers, mutating their physical appearance, and ultimately performing surgery on minor children. Can you believe this? I will sign a new executive order instructing every federal agency to cease all programs that promote the concept of sex and gender transition at any age. The Department of Justice will investigate Big Pharma and the big hospital networks to determine whether they have deliberately covered up horrific long-term side effects of sex transitions in order to get rich at the expense of vulnerable patients, in this case, very vulnerable. We will also investigate whether Big Pharma or others have illegally marketed hormones and puberty blockers, which are in no way licensed or approved for this use. My Department of Education will inform states and school districts that if any teacher or school official suggests to a child that they could be trapped in the wrong body, they will be faced with severe consequences. I will ask Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female, and they are assigned at birth. The bill will also make clear that Title IX prohibits men from participating in women's sports. No serious country should be telling its children that they were born with the wrong gender, a concept that was never heard of in all of human history. Nobody's ever heard of this, what's happening today. It was all when the radical left invented it just a few years ago.
I can't believe Trump's actually going to win this fucking thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm so pissed off. God damn it.
You see this insanity? Do you see this bullshit? Hey, this is stupid, bro. It says, surely the princes of Zone are fools. It says, Pharaoh's wise counselors give foolish counsel. How do you say to Pharaoh, I am the son of the wise, the son of the ancient kings? Where are they? Where are your wise men? Let them know, and let them tell you now, and let them know. what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has proposed against Egypt. The princes of Zon have become fools. The princes of North are deceived. They have also deluded Egypt, those who are the mainstay of its tribes. Right. They oppress their own people, confuse their own people, as you see here. And, with the men walking away movement, trying to get away from these women, because it's not just Eve that's bugging out. It's the Edomite women too. They bugging the fuck out. And these white dudes is getting away from them, not just getting away, but going to other countries to seek solace or to seek a peace of mind or to have a better life or to seek better women, because these women are degraded. They are a product of their society, and pretty much they get into a point to where they own state has no use for them it's getting to that point. And it's just funny to see them going crazy over it, because it's going to be a lot of changes that's going to be against the left hand. It's going to be against women masculinity. It's going to be against sodomy. I don't need no man movement that's going on with not just the Edomites, but our own female women as well. And I'm gonna get a video of that too. And it's just a whole bunch of wickedness, and you can see it in their faces. You can see it from their actions that they dead serious, and all it's gonna lead to is them being homeless, them being without a man, them falling out from society. Like I said in my last video, it was the last video that I did before the highways and byways. There's been an increase in homelessness, and there's been a lot of women that's been going homeless, and falling off the map per se. They're not being able to afford things on their own. They're not being able to pay the rent on their own, take care of themselves. So they building houses and tents in parks and sleeping on park benches and alleyways. Some of them turn into drugs as a form of an escape, because men have left them, and it's only gonna get worse. So it says, they have also deluded Egypt. It says those who are the mainstay of its tribes. It says Yahweh has mingled a perverse spirit in her midst, and they have caused Egypt to err in all her work. As a drunken man staggers in his vomit, neither will there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail or pomp or bulrush may do. Right. Because a lot of the jobs are going overseas, and the money is weakening, and BRICS will not stop, and they charge to destroy America and to appoint probably Russia or China as the capital of the world with a yuan dollar or rubles, in Russia, and having people rely on their own dollar instead of relying on America's dollar, which is making America extremely weak. So all of this is just nothing but stupid distractions. And these people are straying from what's truly important, especially our people. They need to repent. They need to return to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because in the next couple of years, or however long this may be, this shit is going to intensify, and you will need divine protection, So stupid. And here's the funny part, that these laws protect these females. So when the society does collapse and there are no more laws to protect these women, the men is just going to completely rip these women apart. It's no more. When times of war come and times of the famine, the plague, and the sword come upon this land, then it's not going to be any protection, no mercy for these women. They're going to get it, and they're going to get it in the worst way, bro. And it's funny, because when times of war and these times do happen, they're going to go back to their place, quiet, organized, loyal to men. They love men. They want their protection, and it's not going to be that. And then it's going to be 10 times worse on Eve, our women, because they done did the man so wrong, from their past actions. Nobody's going to want to protect them. Nobody's going to come for them, save their children. Nobody's going to come and help them. And it's happening now. You know, a lot of men are abandoning their roles. You know, all that's left is the simps, you know, these weird ass men that serve these women and don't mind getting used, you know, but real men who see what's going on, they would rather, you know, go outside of their race. They'd rather go and date other people of ethnicity. You know, they don't want no part with Eve. They don't want no part, you know, with America and they design and they system that's only meant to make boomers richer, you know, make fucking they own people benefit. You know, a lot of people got eyes to see all this shit that's going on. A lot of people. But you know, men walking away is detrimental. But like I said, when society do collapse, all this hooping and hollering and going crazy, that shit gonna fly right out the window. Stupid shit. And oh, Yahweh, what he gonna do to these sodomite men in the times to come when the society collapse, bro? The things that he's gonna do to these men, bro, they will be slaughtered on sight. They will be taken, bro. These men is nothing but weirdos in these societies, and they got these wicked spirits, like these sodomite men, like they gonna get brutalized when these times come. It ain't gonna be none of this that's going on, none of it. And it says, in that day Egypt will be like women. There you go. Isaiah chapter 16 verse 1. No, Isaiah chapter 21 verse 16. It says, in that day Egypt will be like women, and will be afraid and fear because of the waving of the hand of Yahweh, which he waves over it, and that in the land of Judah will be a terror to Egypt. Everyone who makes mention of it will be afraid of himself, because of the counsel of Yahweh, Lord of hosts, and which he has determined against it. So that right there too, they are afraid of Israel. They're afraid of the multitudes. That's why one of the things that Donald Trump is planning on doing when he get into office is to segregate the immigrants. The immigrants, they are a part of Israel. And it's Honduras, Venezuela, and I do believe Mexico, with the borders being lowered so that the immigrants can come through. And he wants to segregate them because Israel is easy to control when they separate, but they are a great threat when they are together. That's in, I do believe, Exodus. It says, behold, Israel is greater and mightier than we. And that right there is true. This is what they are afraid of. And if society do collapse, and it will, and it ain't gonna be no food. Jake can't feed his family. Jake can't feed himself. He can't take care of himself, you know. And for some reason, they gonna immediately turn and know who's responsible for all of this, and they gonna attack and go after them. They will do it, and they will destroy them, because if you're not gonna give it to Jake, he's gonna take it away. You know, but them living in their wickedness, they only materialistic, carnal-minded people, and all they care about is what they see and what they can touch. They don't care about Yahweh Shem Shai and the blessings that he bestowed on them. So when they do go to war, it won't be authorized by Yahweh Shem Shai, and they will be destroyed because they don't have a covering. But not all of them, but a good number of Israelites will be taken out. But like Yahweh Shem Shai said, they the sand on the sea, they the earth. Can't really destroy them like you want to. I mean, the Edomites can and they will attack, but they can't destroy them. So this right here, I'm gonna get this right here.
To me, you know, she gotta make sense.
Donald Trump was president, was life better?
Life was
Donald Trump was president, was life better?
Life was 100 times better, and I felt like the tip of the spear was sharp. Come on now.
America, this
Who you voting for?
Trump.
Yeah, why's that?
because we need to be Republican again.
I don't know what they got to say about Trump, but I know what I got to say about it. I'll with him. Excuse my language. Man, Donald Trump is the best thing that ever happened to America. And I'm going to tell you why.
All right. It says, what sorrow awaits my rebellious children, says Yahweh. You make plans that are not contrary to mine. You make alliances not directed by my spirit. That's right. Because the Lord says that the Lord is omnipotent. He knows past, present, and future. So he can tell you what your enemy is going to do. He's going to tell you what's going to happen. He's going to tell you how it's going to happen. He's going to tell you which choices that you should make, because his covering, his protection is everything, but they don't have his spirit. They don't have his covering. So they go without Yahweh Hashem Yahushai unprotected, and they don't take his guidance. I mean, that's what the Bible is for, right? It says, piling up your sin thus piling up your sins, for without consulting me, you have gone down to Egypt for help. You have put your trust in Pharaoh's protection. You have tried to hide in his shade. By trusting Pharaoh, you will be humiliated. That's right. And by depending on him, you will be disgraced.
Welcome to Fulton County, Georgia, otherwise known as Atlanta. It's one of the most dangerous counties in all of America. It also votes overwhelmingly for Democrats. This place has seen better days, that's for sure. How popular is the MAGA hat around here? You wouldn't expect it, but Donald Trump did go to a Chick-fil-A in this county. He's also being prosecuted in this county, and this is the county that gave us the legendary Trump mugshot. We rolled up in the Trump Rolls Royce with rapper Forgiato Blow to hand out MAGA hats in the hood today in Fulton County. Let's see if the people of Fulton County want a president with a mugshot. What's up, guys? We're out here in Fulton.
And here's the trippy part. They actually think that they prosecuted Donald Trump, that he went to jail, and that these crimes against him, that these crimes are held against him. You got to understand something, especially I was looking at Jeffrey Epstein, the story about Jeffrey Epstein and how they was treating him before he passed away. And this man didn't go to a normal jail. This man has so much money. He wasn't treated like a normal inmate. He was given a house on the jail. I do believe so. He was able to leave from jail and to go to work. He was able to go to work and to even travel to different places. It was like he was free, but doing jail time, so in that sense, Donald Trump being like this gazillionaire, millionaire, he's not treated as a criminal as normal inmates would be treated. And he probably didn't even go to jail at all, so you got to understand that the media is a very powerful tool, very built upon deception, and whatever you see, if you're dumb enough, you're going to believe that, so all these people, it's just all to get him pushed back into office and for them to do their agenda thing or whatever they want to fucking do. But at the end of the day, yeah, these people believe anything, and look at these two idiots right here. These people, Jake is very materialistic. So you see the Rolls Royce, you see dude with the stupid Donald Trump chain, you see these hats and shit, you see the white man pushing forth on them and seeing if they'll take it, and they take it wholeheartedly without having the mindset and knowing what's exactly going on. And like I said, a lot of these adults among Israel are just kids, man. They just big ass kids, man. Trust me, they don't know no better. They don't understand. They don't have any spirituality. They blind. They just kids, they don't really know what's going on as they supposed to, because they walk around, they act like adults, they talk like adults, they do adult things, but they are just childish at heart. They don't have no mind.
In County with the Rolls Royce full of MAGA hats, Forgiato Blow. We're going to be handing these hats out today and see the reaction of fine people in Atlanta. Is this Trump country? Let's go find out, boys.
Trump country, baby. West side Atlanta, let's go.
Who wants a MAGA hat? The setup for the free MAGA hat giveaway is pretty simple. We just parked the Rolls Royce on the curb and started handing out hats. Instantly, a crowd formed, and we asked a simple question. Why are you voting for Donald Trump?
They are for you.
Make America great again.
Listen, man, Donald Trump is the best thing that ever happened to America. And I'm going to tell you why. He don't hide his feelings. He don't hide his emotions. He don't hide who he is. Do you want somebody to hide who they are? No. And Donald Trump doesn't do that. I love Trump. Let's go. Let's go, Trump.
Stupid.
Let's go. That's exclusive, man, too.
Make sure you go vote for where that hat, you feel me? And get my hat off my head. Keep pushing them, the knowledge of the kids in the street. Vote Trump. There you go.
We not voting Trump because it's a racist situation. We voting Trump because we believe in the South and our gun rights, right? I'm pro-life. I think inflation was under control during Trump. It's time for America to get back to being great. And no, America wasn't always great for black folks, Latino folks, white folks. Ain't nothing wrong with being pro-America. We born here, we raised here. We ain't never seen nothing else. Most of us, these neighborhoods, American heroes, American history. Why not? You see artists supporting things you're supposed to do. You go in any other country around the world, they doing it. Why can't we love our country? Why can't we, make America great again? I'm a small business owner. You see my son in the car with me. We just dropped off an order. We trying to do business. I love Atlanta. I love this city. Some people vote blue. Some people vote red. Me, I have a right to say, hey, I want to make America great again. I believe in brotherhood. I believe...
Right. And in the beginning, when Donald Trump was here, making America great again was for the benefits of the whites. It had nothing to do with blacks. Okay. So it was actually a racist term that was created. But, when Donald Trump reeled them in with materialism, with giving them money and giving them different opportunities and stuff, the Israelites ate it all up. But like Yahweh Hashem Yahshua said, it says, Isaiah chapter 19 verse 17, it says, and the land of Judah will be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone who makes mention of it will be afraid in himself because of the counsel of Yahweh of hosts, which he has determined against it. So that right there, when the rest of the 2/3 realize that none of it is benefiting them, none of it is helping them yet again, so many other presidents that have done the same shit that he's doing, so it's nothing new. When they realize that everything has been taken from them and nothing is helping them, then they're gonna go against them. They're gonna finally stand up and take what's rightfully theirs or whatever, but without Yahweh's protection, like I said. So you get another video, and I'm gonna close out because the Mobies and be tripping. And what was I just watching? It's right here. This was wicked too.
If Jesus is real, hypothetically speaking, if Jesus is real, where was he? If Jesus or God is real, where were they during slavery? Where? Or shit, not even slavery. What about the 1950s? Let's do current. What about the 1950s when segregation was going on and the Ku Klux Klan was running around abundantly? Where was your gods? I'm telling you, we got to throw this God bullshit away. If you're not present on the third dimension, you cannot help. That's why I think this God and Jesus shit is not real. It's not. It's like the boogeyman or Candyman. These fictional people that we bring up to scare people with. It's just like that. Jesus and God is just how we do the boogeyman and Bloody Mary. Have you noticed that? No matter, you can go in that mirror and call on Bloody Mary all you want to, she's not going to show. Okay? But you done scared yourself up so much, and you believed in Bloody Mary so much that you thought, as a kid, something was going to happen. It did not. Same thing as adult. You pumped up God and Jesus so much you thought.
And what it say? Micah chapter 7 verse 10, it says, then she that is my enemy shall see it, and she shall cover her with which say unto me, where is thy Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Now I can't get a full hour in because it's gonna start tripping. So I'm gonna give the last of this, and then I'll get another episode. It says the burden, Isaiah chapter 22, the burden against the valley of vision. It says, what ails you now that you have gone and that you have all gone up to the housetops. You are full of noise in a tumultuous city, a joyous city. Your slain men are not slain with the sword. It says, nor dead in battle. All you rulers have fled together. They are captured by the archers. All you who are found in no, all who are found in you are bound together. It says, they have fled from afar. Therefore I said, look away from me. I will weep bitterly. Do not labor to comfort me because the plundering of the daughter of my people. For it's the day of trouble and treading down and perplexity by Yahweh Shem Shai, Lord of hosts, in the valley of vision, breaking down the walls and a crying to the mountain. Elam bore the quiver with chariots of men and horsemen, and Ker uncovered the shield. It shall come to pass that your choicest valleys shall be full of chariots, and the horsemen shall set themselves in array at the gate. He removed the protection of Judah. It says, you looked in that day to the armored of the house of the forest. You also saw the damage to the city of David, that it was great, and you gathered together the waters of the lower pool. You numbered the houses of Judah, the houses of Jerusalem, and the houses you broke down to fortify the wall. You also made a reservoir between the two walls for the water to the old water of the old pool. It says, but you did not look to its maker, nor did you have respect for him who fashioned it long ago. And in that day, Yahweh Shem Shai, Lord of hosts, called for weeping and for mourning, for baldness and for girding of sackcloth, but instead joy and gladness, slaying oxen and killing sheep, eating meat and drinking wine. Let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we die. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Let you have your fun now. Let you talk all your shit now. You're going to end up in destruction later, especially for these the wickedness of our 2/3 people. You know, they're going to be in dire straits when these times come.
Something's going to happen when you're calling their name and nothing happens. I think it's safe to say let's put these fairy tales and boogeymans away. But if those two figures are real, where were they in the 1950s when the Ku Klux Klan was taking out black people? Is it safe to say that God is white? Because he protected the clans, and you know the Klansmen, they're Christians. You cannot have the same God as your enemy. And that's what y'all don't seem to understand. You cannot have the same God as your enemy. That's why we can't have Judo Christianity. And then the Jews killed Jesus. Okay, so how are you going to let Judo Christianity come about? It cannot be.
And with that, call on Yahweh Shem Yahushai in the name Yahushai. I'm going to do another video. You guys stay tuned. It's on to the next. Much love to you guys. Shalom.